Hi all, it's Red Sphere here from Sphere System. Going to be making a video on Dream Control this week. So content warning for Nightmares and obviously for TBMC stuff. So yeah, obviously, Dream Control is a powerful tool in a programmer's arsenal. Yeah, it can be used for disorientation, for fear, for program reinforcement, and of course for punishment. Um, Disorientation, one of the common ways in which disorientation occurs is through matching up dreams to safe life very closely. So this then makes it harder for yeah. So obviously it makes throws out sense of time and ability to tell it properly, um, and hides missed parts of safe life from safe lifers, and is in fact our primary experience with dream control as a system. Um, Not me personally much, but the system collectively. You know, yeah. So yeah. So we've had a lot of the dreams we ever have remembered or picked out as dreams ever have been of basically identical days to safe life days, with very little to distinguish them from safe life day. And so it has been difficult at times to differentiate, and yeah, um, yeah. Certainly, this led to missed safe life going unnoticed by Sedna. Although it's impossible to be certain currently, we don't have enough memory to know for certain on that. Uh, we can only be certain that anything occurred at all from the days where we could match a dream memory to a dream as it was clearly inserting an extra day. So um, that's few and far between, though. Those they happen though, so you know that let us pick that out, which is helpful, I suppose. Yeah. So fear. Nightmares, sleepless nights. Yeah, nightmares, sleepless nights. And missed sleep. Of course, that can just be the natural response to traumatic situations, but it can also be very specifically uh, created deliberately. Uh, you know, um, deliberate fear creation and sleep deprivation as well is common enough. Um, yeah, so fully expect that to be something you see, at least on occasion. Uh, yeah. In terms of reinforcing programs, so um, obviously it can be through fear or disorientation. Oh no, sorry. Reinforcing programs, false reality dreams that reinforce the ideas of those false realities, and dreams showing why you should obey or why disobeying is bad are common enough occurrences as well. Um, yeah, Um, okay, sorry, this is um, ad- additionally, it can be cues and messaging intended in dreams. This will often be more innocuous seeming dreams, making them hard to catch, and which can then also throw off cue action because you got cued during your dream for XYZ reason, and then because you can't remember the dream or nothing in the dream stands out, um, it can be hard to figure out what the cue was, or you can be misled into something else, thinking something else is the cue. So, and then for punishment, so obviously fear, disorientation, um, those are the common options there. You know, but also grief is a common one as well. And normally part punishment for small disobediences, or for disobediences where other options are less available. So, for example, a system that's attempting to escape, anti-escape programming will commonly include punishment programming, punishment dreams, especially for more successful attempts, because it's one of the few ways that a system that's attempting to escape can be very easily accessed still, essentially, is through ensuring that dreams continue to access them and punish them for um, trying to leave. So the hell of the matter is specific headmates having authority to mess with dreams, and then often with timed cues for messing with dreams, or to turn off the dream messing. The turning off of dream messing is going to be more common in punishment scenarios where, especially for example, anti-escape stuff. Yeah. So there'll be a cue that's needed to tell them not to do the thing, essentially. So yeah, that will be common there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and the actual control of a dream. Essentially, it's hijacking the capability that everyone possesses, essentially, to lucid dream, and obviously that's something that requires practice to do, but that's something that it's not too difficult to get that practice in for those headmates, essentially, and get them to the point where they can. And additionally, if that's not enough, or is something that there's struggles with, or just extra reinforcement of things, just leaving the correct thoughts in the subconscious can steer dreams quite effectively as well, into specific um, into specific ways. You know, basically giving the brain something to focus on whilst it's dreaming is something you want it to focus on, and basically disallowing the actual processing of anything by ensuring that the dream is either not focusing on something that needs to be processed, or by making the dream too distressing for processing to occur, because that's theorized to be the reason behind dreaming is to allow you to process stuff subconsciously effectively during your sleep. Yeah. Um, um, Onto some deprogramming tips. This is one of the few instances where, with extreme caution, we recommend potentially in a very under very careful circumstances and with extreme caution and a lot of consideration the potential for the deliberate use of cues. And this is only where punishment dreams are basically making it so that you're not sleeping and you're heavily sleep deprived, because that sleep deprivation is going to make any and all work to deprogram next to impossible. And in these instances, if you are certain that you know the correct safe off cue for those punishment dreams, then using it is not necessarily something we would recommend against. Unlike pretty much any other circumstance with regards to using a cue deliberately. Obviously, that does require we recommend extreme confidence in the knowledge of that cue, because secondary apparent safety cues can exist that are easier to discover and that are not true safety cues and will instead cause more harm or worse punishment dreams in the long term. You know, they might work for a few days, but the moment they're missed, or after a set number of them, or something along those lines, then you'll end up with worse. Another tip, is learning to consciously lucid dream if you can. This is going to help with basically taking control of those worst dreams, or dreams that are just either, you know, the nightmares or the dreams that are disorientating or whatever, both to let you know for certain that it's a dream and to let you control the narrative somewhat as the fronter during sleep, and to give you a sense of control back over them, and basically to let them actually help again, or at least stop them harming you as much. And obviously following the same basic steps of finding those responsible and helping them see that what they're doing is no longer a useful survival tool, but is actively harming individuals, is generally a good idea. And is something we would recommend in most circumstances. So that's something we would definitely recommend here. Yeah, okay. This system signing out. Hope to catch you all next week. Please do remember to like, subscribe, comment, especially if you've got any questions you want answered. Be happy to answer them either in the comments or in another video. So catch you all next week.